My name is Manuel Carvajal, and I'm the owner of the Carvajal Hotel. Now, I know what you're thinking. How did I come to own this wonderful hotel, you ask? Ironically enough, I wanted a buñuelo. God, I love buñuelos. You know, every time I eat one of those things, my whole childhood comes rushing back to me. I remember one time going to a family reunion over to my grandmother's house in Santander in Colombia. It was those big family gatherings that she would have every year. She would cook the best buñuelos in the world. Well, anyway, I used to work over at Botero's bar. And one night I was hungry, so after work I said goodbye to Dave the bartender and went home. And on the way, I stopped at a panderia. I picked up 6 buñuelos and a manzana flavored postalon. The next door there was a gas station, and it said the Powerball lottery was $1.2 billion. So I figured I had $5 in my pocket, so why not play? I went home, and the next day, I was the sole winner of the lottery. I got about $900 million out of that. Most of my friends, they would spend all their money on houses, jewelry, expensive cars, but you know what? Not me. I wanted to do something great. 6 months later, Carvajal Hotel was born. Now, of course, the lottery is as much a gift as it is a curse. Fake friends, hanger-ons, con artists, and gold diggers are the effects of the lottery, you know. And then there's landowners, crooked politicians, and rival hotel groups. The effects of the aspiring hotelier. Like I said, I could write a book. I got so many stories to tell. Speaking of which, I once saw this guy, 54 years old. He was with this young lady. She was about 16. There was something about this guy that irked me. He had one of those cheesy mustaches that you would see in one of those bad 70s porno films. And the girl, she had a look in her eye like she didn't want to be there. So as they checked in, she fell on the floor, and the bellhop and I picked her up. She said, "Thank you," and left. She left me behind a piece of paper that said, "My dad has taken me hostage. Call the police." I went up with security to room 209 where they were staying, and that's when I heard the screams. So I kicked down the door. Y cuando vio ese malparido hijo de puta, he was naked on top of her and mounting her. You know, now normally, I keep my composure. But I lost it that night. I grabbed that guy and I started beating the shit out of him, and I didn't stop. And I wanted to kill him, but then his daughter stopped me because she looked more afraid of me than she was of her dad. I got her a bathrobe, a different room, and some food because she told me she hadn't eaten for 3 days. As for that guy, I called the in-house detective. When he looked at him, he kind of chuckled a bit and asked me what I did to him. I told him it was improv exercises, something. So anyway, I gave him $1,000, and I made him promise to keep it quiet. Now, the next day it was all over the news. Marco Rodriguez not only used his daughter as a sex slave, but fathered 2 of her children. You know, the newspapers call him evil. And as he sits tonight in his jail cell, alongside his cellmate, oh, he'll know what evil is. Te prometo eso. After that, I decided to fire my in-house detective. I became head concierge, and here we are. Like I said, I got stories to tell. Listen, I got a hotel to run, so I'll talk to you. Yeah, I'll see you next time.